Hello, ladies and gentlemen, indeed, welcome to Game 2 now of Empire versus Virtus Pro. We've just seen the lineups, finishing there with the Ghost Stick Enigma, as was being said on the panel. Well, once this BKB comes on late game, this Black Hole could be a bit of a threat for VP's lineup. Yeah, looks pretty great, and I think the thing also that Butch touched on at the end of the last game was that the reason such great in that early game was because VP lacked that deep push. They lacked those big nukers to push out the waves when they group up and push. And I feel like they kind of do again this time, so I do like the way Empire has. They have much better ways to actually end the game and take fights later on. They have catch, they've got these really strong lanes, so I'd have to kind of agree with them, but that being said, we'll see what VP is able to pull off with this Omni Knight, because Omni always throws a big curveball into these type of games. And it is Pasha Omni Knight as well. Very strong player-hero combination. We've seen it many times before, Pasha taking it in that core capacity to the top lane. And as the panel said again, a strong game for the Omni Knight. Definitely one of the things that could make things a little tricky in the lanes, and when the pickoffs start to come through from Empire and they start to band together and push up. I'm going to follow solo around for a while this game because I want to see like what you do so much on the Crystal Maiden now, because it's so much harder to actually play this hero with the nerfs. Like, I mean, that's that 140 mana cost is so painful on Frostbite. Unlike at TI, we barely saw teams really take advantage of it. I mean, obviously Secret, Puppy's always been a big fan. He pulled it out a few times, but it definitely was not a hero that the majority of teams were caring about. It felt a little bit lackluster in comparison to the big ones. The AA became so all that with the voids, etc. The VP looking to get aggressive right away with Solo, with Lil, and Pasha. Now Chappie turns around with the Gale onto the CM. The front foot there holding Chappie down. Looks like Empire will be the ones to find the first blood blow. Chappie claims it. Can he survive? He's got the Fairy Fire. Fairy Fire, is it enough? Oh, the body blocks it is. Oh, he's going to turn. Oh, he's getting cheeky as well. He salves up. Van's course there with the body block. Miposhka as well, trapping Lil in. Level 1 repel should be enough for Pasha. Where's I should say that, yeah. And he's dead too. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, Empire stepping up into the game with 2 kills as VP head themselves straight over. Are they trying to give it to Chappie here? I don't know what the plan is. It looks like they do, and they will indeed. Chappie, 2 kills in the first 20 seconds. Feels pretty good for this safe lane Venomancer. 500 gold straight into the bank on top of it all. I was gonna say too, like I felt really crazy going into that. We just had talked about how like the Earthshaker Venomancer are 2 of the strongest level 1. Throw a Jakiro in, that hero is also one of the strongest. Like dual breath is absurd. So that felt a little bit insane by VP. Maybe they were expecting only 2 heroes to be there, but the fact that 3 were there, they just got completely steamrolled. Yeah, and the fact that it was in that area as well, meaning that this Chappie Venom can go straight to lane, doesn't miss a wave. Massive benefit for this Chappie Venomancer in the safe. So mid lane, we've got FM Viper once again up against no one's DK. How do we sort of expect to see this matchup pan out? I've got to say, time and time ago when no one did get those DK through and it was in the meta, he very rarely lost his lane when he was playing this hero. Yeah. As I say that, fissure block. He's pretty screwed here. This is going to be a fair bit of time that they can pummel in thanks to that fissure block. The Nether Toxin starts adding up too, since he gets lower and he's dead. He is gone. Absolutely gone, and all down to that fissure block indeed. But absolutely perfect fissure block there. No one was trying to play like cocky with the creep wave because he got a double wave of FN on FN, but yeah, perfect rotation from Miposhka. And now it's where the lane becomes a lot harder. Like DK can do okay the first few levels versus the Viper because of the fire, but you start to get a bit bullied once Viper gets levels out. No one's one of the best though. Poshka again. So these Shaker's movements have been absolutely bang on. Poshka from the mid lane to the top, looking for Lil. Repels there, but of course that won't remove the slow that was already down on him from the Gale. And he is gone. A killing spree 2 minutes in here for Chappie as he picks up the 3rd one so far this game. And yeah, Earthshaker, it's an incredibly strong hero, and Miposhka certainly showing us why with the effect it can have walking around the map. Just with that 1 point in Fissure. Yeah, no one continued to play kind of aggressive in mid lane since he has that 2 points in Dragon. Who's here? He should be fine here though. This is where it starts to add up. Like he's just very durable. It's type of build that Dragon Knight, and you always have to breathe fire the enemy mid. Okay, so that damage reduction, but it's a Viper versus DK, so let's be a little careful. Top lane, Repel again. I mean, we're really seeing that the Repel doesn't really offer too much at all once the Gale comes out beforehand. You're slowed, a lot of chance to get the right clicks through. So it looked like VP wanted to just pressure the other 2 lanes and just have that Monkey King 100% in a 1v1 to get full experience and farm, and just try to make stuff happen elsewhere, but Fire with clean rotations by Miposhka. Asher. Beat down pretty heavily in this top lane. CS, mid lane, that's the best at the moment. 20 for 13 on FN again. A lot of this, of course, thanks to Miposhka's presence on the Shaker. Shaking things up indeed for no one on the deep K.
Lil not able to really find anything first 4 minutes, so it's going to be night time, and we're going to have a level 2 Night Stalker. So, I mean, level 2 is, I mean, whatever. You'd ideally want level 3, maybe 4, but we'll see if he's able to make anything happen off of it with some rotations. TM got level 3.
I mean, where does he go? What hero does he look to try and target during this night time? It's not necessarily the easiest of heroes to go on.
No, it's definitely not. They're going to have to make, like, dual rotation. And then, yeah, it looks like they're just trying to pressure the Veno. They can get him if he's alone. He's not really the tankiest hero in the world on the Veno early, so if they can get him out of position in nighttime. Try for something. The advance will be the culprit. No boost.
On mid lane, Miposhka hasting over on the Shaker, as we said, but even with 2 heroes here, very hard to bring no one down.
They're trying to go on mid here, so they're going to be 3v2 here.
I mean, the dual breath comes out to both, but as soon as that damage reduction's there, well, where's the output from Empire? It's just absolutely gone. FN will pop the Fairy Fire, trying to survive. In fact, with the Enchant Totem and Snapdown, they'll get the kill. They do lose the Viper in response. Chappie TPing in, making sure that Empire can take the successful trade with the Plague Ward out on the high ground, giving them the vision. The evasion's there, though, for the right click. But it's not enough for the second one. Chappie makes the connection. Good TP from the Veno.
4 minutes in, and the safe laner TPs to try to help the mid laner.
Perfect.
That was nice little TP coming for Chappie. Gives advance score the lane too. Opens up for Pasha a little bit, but at least they get a trick kill. A nice little response moving. But FN is now level 6, and DK just at level 5. See if they're going to try to make another play soon. Lil actually solo shrines for himself on the Night Stalker.
Then again, Pasha, now with the level 4, a little harder to deal with in terms of, well, getting a kill.
Smoke again, it looks like. Oh! Lil actually gets cancelled by the Malefice from Ghostic. Good amount of time for the Night Stalker there, since he's playing under Ward Vision to earn all of this.
Ghostic as well. Pretty much sticking to the camps here.
That stun actually, that stun was so good by Ghostic, because like the Night Stalker wants to TP top and smoke with CM to put the pressure during the nighttime, but this like wastes a whole minute for the Night Stalker and the TP.
You see that's what I mean. Little's kind of hovering up and down. It looks like he doesn't really know where to go after that. That plan was shaken up. Maybe mid lane, but all the information's there for Empire. They know that Little's going to be sticking around. FN now level 6, very hard to go up on. They have 3 heroes looking at him. They do want to try and make an attempt. In fact, they're bringing in a 4th. They really want to make a go. There's the stun connection. Solo wrapping around. TPs are coming through. Van's Core ready to try and slow things down, but Ramsey's, he's been brought in as well. It's this time VP's turn to bring in the cores. FN will go down. Lil might actually die here. HP.
Man, but
get away.
Look at that though. No one. We've talked about his Dragon Knight so many times, how he somehow always ends up doing well in the lanes. Pasha top. Oh, gets the heal off just in time. But yeah, look at the CS. He's got the same last hits as the Viper, and that's because the rotation's coming up from the CM Night Stalker too. But just his overall presence in the lane, Sky is known as one of the monsters.
Yeah, that aura as well, just being able to spam that brief fire a little bit more.
Absolutely. So both safe laners getting involved very early though. So Veno, we saw TP at 4 minutes, and now we saw Ramsey's TPing around that mid. And the smoke comes out.
Chappie. Trouble.
They did see him for a second. They know where he is. Should be able to get him out of position here.
This should certainly be a kill with the Night Stalker flying across the tree line, getting the vision. TP will be coming in for the Shaker, but he's already gone.
During all that, yep, the Monkey King just free farming bottom. Enigma went to the jungle quite a bit ago, so with that Arcane Boots, and Earthshaker was able to sap a lot of that experience in the bottom lane. So usually you see the Shakers who like roaming be a bit underleveled in this.
Well, what level do we got?
Miposhka is going to be 6 at like 9 minutes or less.
Yeah, literally, well, a couple of minutes ago when he went to that lane, he was level 3. So,
yeah,
as you say, picked up 2 quick levels from that.
Yeah, very good usage of the map.
Not even too fussed at all, probably the Chappie died in that top lane as he's like, whoopee, more solo XP for myself. Well, yeah, so far, again, another pretty hot start, it feels, for Empire. But then again, that was pretty much the whole last game, and then one decision, one play from VP kind of threw the game under the bus for Empire. But we'll see how this one continues to go. It looks like we do have a pause again. Bearing with us.
Looks like this game Last game it seemed like Empire invaded super early though, and VP was putting defensive wards. This time they're putting wards around the top side of the map, so they're looking to the aggression on. And I didn't actually notice that, but there's a like 4x or something stack Empire side top. So I'm assuming VP probably wants to take that one since they.
I was gonna say, I mean,
in some way.
I'm just checking if there was any color stuff in his ult. He could go and just ult that stack. 6, he would certainly do that, but he's still just level 4, of course, at the moment on the CN. I'm sure Empire will do their best to keep control of that stack. Have some Russian being east side.
So I wonder what build we'll have Ramses go. Maybe just again the Diffusal build. That worked pretty decently last game.
Oh, we got some. What we got here? Some replays.
That was like this visual.
Yeah, look at this.
Beautiful.
Wow, production value and a half, ladies and gentlemen.
He even hits the courier once, comes back, hits no one.
I mean, he is tanky. And you know that pre-fire does a lot with that damage reduction, but still.
The lower and lower you get, that's where the Nether Toxin just becomes.
And again, you know, these movements we talked about Miposhka when he came straight up to the top lane. One Fisher just breaking apart the two of them. Pell, not enough to save Lil. And a beatdown that those 3 heroes can offer. And this, of course, again, the time when things turned around a bit in VP's favor initially until Chappie comes across. And, you know, as you were saying, this is just great awareness from Chappie on the carry to come straight in. And even though they lose their Viper, Empire 2 kills in return, and Chappie to get the bonus there with that CM touch. And
ideally, he wanted the Night Stalker there. That's why he galed him. But you know, at least he gets one trade for the thing, and then smoke movement by VP. Smokes by VP, both pretty successful in a way.
And a very hard smoke to avoid there as well, as we saw. They had the Dire Observer ward down, so they knew what was going on. Oh, back in the game! Back in the game!
Vanscore's farming top, and he just gets wrapped on.
Yeah, you didn't need to see that.
Died.
You didn't need to see that. But yeah, indeed. Jakiro is gone.
Ramses calls miss.
Miss?
I don't miss. He said.
Is he having some ban?
Takes just good game, well played, and he says miss. So I guess he just accidentally put.
Oh, okay.
He's just flaming. You know.
Such a toxic player.
He's flaming Vans.
Where's the let it, Fred? Get it up. Trank's now done for solo. He'll be a little more useful with these movements around the map with Lil. Well, they don't have to wait for the next night time. Ghostic, how's his progress looking? Gloves, still working towards that Midas completion.
Yep, the build.
Midas BKB. Set up the panel. Certainly the way to go this game.
Yep, Blink BKB, and then that's where the team fights are going to be tough. But that being said, they do have the Night Stalkers, so they can choose to take the fights under the vision. And you said he bought Tranquil Boots right on the...
On solo, yeah.
On the CM, okay. Yeah. I was so confused.
Oh, not on the Night Stalker.
I thought he bought it on the Night Stalker. I've seen Lil do it, but I just was like, wait. Dying, and that's what he's doing. So, they're farming up that big top camp that we were talking about. We didn't get to see it on screen that we were when we were paused, but there it is. It's like a 4x stack being farmed up by the Venom wards and the hero.
Trying to get a little bit of a look in on the front, but yeah, Fire controlling lead themselves should have no trouble getting all large creeps here for Chappie with the network fire. I'll turn with the Gale onto Pasha. Need to do with the repel and TP out. Nothing to stop that. Overall, again, very close between these two sides. One lane. Fisher. Onto Ramses.
Oh, the hole's off the mark.
It's not off the
and
mark.
The Venom ward,
the
Venom ward blocked Miposhka too.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure he's dead anyway, but. Oh, is it? Oh, this is.
He has that go. He has that go.
Thank God
that shaker. Thank God he's level 6.
Like, he was only just level 6, right? Wasn't he? Yeah.
You saw the stack that came up too. Only once has Miposhka like gotten level 6 before 10 minutes, and it was a Shadow Demon at TI, I think.
Living good job it was this game.
Yeah. That's very needed there. Very grim.
All right, Black Hole down, boys.
And now Chappie with the rotation bottom. Max Venom wards up, and with Eidolons, they should be able to pressure this tower quite easily. There begins the
push this move. Down that one. One that VP will have no interest of putting a stop to, especially during the daytime. They do not want to send anyone down to meet this horrible power that Empire have. Venno and the Eidolons.
Empire also has an insane amount of team fight this game. The last game they had good team fight, but this time it's... I mean, last game they had okay team fight. This game they have ridiculous team fight, and VP has like very little team fight. It's like Omni Knight is the real team fight, and Dragon Knight ult. Because Monkey King doesn't scale the Wukong's command until a bit later on.
Look at this. Hey, you want to TP out? Well, you're not getting out today, Chappie. Ramsey straight down with the Boundless Strike. TP cancelled. Chappie turns, plays down the KO, but in comes Lil and Solo, making sure that help was there if needed. And it was. Ramsey beats it down with a big old stick. Top lane, Passion. It's going to be fine. TP was coming through, but it is cancelled. Fans soaking up the Solo XP.
That's a really big kill there for Ramses on that Venomancer. Very high level Venom, level 8.
He's probably a little bit mad that Solo and Lil did step into the neighbor. He would have loved that Solo XP. The gold is there.
Oh, was that a double smoke they just did by VP? Or did I see wrong? I actually couldn't tell. I don't know. If I think they may have used 2 smokes there, but I might have seen. So another smoke used though by VP. So they've used, I think, all their smokes to actually this game. That was a double.
It's night time. They're trying to get out of it. They know that this Empire's aware of what's going on with the Enigma spotting out that movement.
They've got Dragon form up, so they can actually pressure this mid tower. So it's 11 minutes. They've catapult there as well.
Nice ward as well. Down behind the tower, ready for any sort of fight that Empire try and bring to them. And without Echo and Black Hole, it's not really a fight that they are going to be looking for Empire. So they'll almost certainly let this tower go.
Echo's up in 5. Mikoshka's starting to walk.
They could try. It looks like such a risky fight for Empire to take. They're going to move forward, but immediately... Oh, good Echo. Great Echo, in fact. In fact, Ramsey nearly dies. But indeed, the GA is out. Ramses will be kept alive there by the purification. Vanscourt trying to make a go on him, but the stun's there for no one. Holding back the Jakiro. Ramses will just... Oh, the poison's got... No, the Fissure. Miposhka does get the kill. But overall, 3 dead on Empire. Lil was able to pick up someone on the back line as well at the end of it all. And it did look like a difficult fight to take. You know, they had the vision advantage, VP. They get that ward down behind the tower. Sure, the Echo Slam was there, and it was a good Echo. Did a lot of damage to Ramses, but there's a level 8 Omni Knight in the game. And Pasha making the saves happen. Very hard fight for Empire to take, and they must be wondering why they tried for it. Yeah, Chappie, but he was in the jungle.
It's like usually when you want to go for those type of defenses as a team with Venomancer, you have the Venomancer setting up boards, and then you try to take the fight as he stalls. But there was no Venomancer there, so it did seem like a little bit of a dubious attempt by Empire. But maybe just not expecting all the VP, and not expecting.
I think so. Yeah.
Omni Knight having Guardian Angel so early. It's like a lot of players skip it until later on, but Pasha is one of those players that always gets it early on.
Oh, Miposhka, he's in trouble. He's going to try for the TP out. Do they have the damage? Oh!
The Centaur canceled its stomp too. It made the noise for the Centaur stomp and then just nope. Chappie now in some trouble.
All right. He tries for a TP. He's not going to be quiet. Look, Void comes in from Lil. Empire are going to look for a response. They're going to Solo, but Solo has been repelled. They'll try and walk it off, but it's going to wear out. Magical damage is there. The fires, the flames are laid down by the Jakiro. For 9. Close start, you know, looking at all the cores across the map, no one really falling heavily behind. Slight lead for the cores of VP, but only just. And the big difference, in fact, being the fact that this, this Enigma Ghost Stick with that Midas starting to get a healthy amount ahead of the offlane Omni Knight.
To be expected.
It's got that speed with farming.
But yeah, Omni Knight's gonna go for his own Midas.
Just replay again. See poor old Chappie enjoying those ancients.
Dire's top tower is under
a quiet life. It's Fen, they get a CM. It's nice. Back in real time though. It's Monkey King. Shaker jumping forward. Has got the Primal Spring. Miposhka trying to juke it out. In fact, he's on the high ground. Oh! And did you see that? That was very cute indeed. Ghostic with the Midnight Pulse, knocking Ramses off the tree. So he didn't actually get the full extent of a chance to get his damage out. Was stunned for a good duration. Now he's back in the game though, jumping forward, looking for a bend. Oh, okie dokie, Fissure into the 2-man black hole. There's the Echo Slam as well. Purification comes in, but it's not enough damage to get Miposhka down and keep his teammates alive. They walk straight into that one. Ramsey's getting a little too hungry there, jumping forward with the Primal.
He literally jumped into the black hole.
Miposhka and Ghostic, and that's a nice bit of gold into the bank for Ghostic. Really looked to get on his way towards that BKB. Of course, going for next, straight after the Midas.
No one got a good chunk of space there, though, from all this happening. Got full armlet, now building into a hood. Level 12, too. So something gained out of all that. And now they know that Echo Slam and Black Hole are down, so maybe they try to make a play for that. Well, up.
Yeah, I mean, and I guess with those, if he gets the armlet and hood off in these fights, which he should be able to, this DK is going to be very hard. Mid lane.
FN very low in the mid lane right now.
He's very far out. He will get the Viper strike. Ramses, he lays down the Wukongs. That is a dead Viper. Not proving to be nearly as much of a threat as he was in game 1 when they were making some great moves around with that.
Yeah.
This game, Empire seeming to be a little more static, and VP, they're punishing it.
Taking the words directly out of my mouth, what I was about to say. I feel like Empire's making a lot more like little mistakes coming out from both the Viper and the Venomancer. Like Chappie last game had 1 death till the very like 8 and later stages of the game, and now this one he already has 3 deaths, caught out of position a couple times, not really the most farmed. And Miposhka's having like the game of his life. He's got Blink Dagger at 16 minutes on the Shaker with Soul Ring.
I mean, they've certainly still got the team, but that's the thing with Empire's lineup. One good jump, and it could certainly spell the demise. There's no escape for this fella. Again, just kind of harping on the point you're making. This game, Chappie and Miposhka's, sorry, not Miposhka, Chappie and FN's positioning getting heavily punished by VP.
I feel like last time it's like Ghostic was the one kind of leading the charge, right? With his Nature's Prophet, TPing in with Dust, making stuff happen all over the place.
And he's kind of out of the game this time.
And this time he's an Enigma. He can't do those type of things. When he has hold, sure, he can fight, but without hold, he needs to farm. He needs to get that BKB online.
No one was already coming in, poking around at the tier 3s. 17 minutes in.
That's
VP getting big in their boots.
Definitely a concern. When your Enigma's your highest net worth on your team by quite a fair margin. And Vanscore, you know, you're playing with a Jakiro lineup and with a Venomancer lineup. You ideally want to be the ones like kind of stationed up on a tower hitting it with that Jakiro. Empire's just not getting that chance. He hasn't. I don't think I've actually seen him liquid fire a tower almost at all this game. Pasha disconnects. I think Pasha seems to be having the one with the problem. I think that's the last game he disconnect.
Yeah.
He's the one who's been talking in the chat also when it seemed to pause the games.
Black Hole, still down to 14 more seconds on Ghostic. By the time it's back up, it should be close to having that BKB. So
yeah,
I mean, having the blink on the Shaker, the BKB on the Enigma, that's when the team fights are very scary for VP to sort of try and burst.
He's got it. I mean, like we said, Miposhka's having the look at this. He's 4-0-6 on the Shaker. He's doing like everything he can for this team. Yeah, just some interesting positioning from Chappie and FN. We said, you know, defending that mid tower, they didn't have their Veno. FN was farming mid with like 400 HP or 500 HP. Jumped on. And
then Chappie does the same up top.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, he was behind a tier 2, so you know, he maybe have felt a bit. Oh, we had to show this. Ghostic's gonna love this replay. I mean, it's one of those situations where you're just sort of hoping, praying that you still get the kill, and they do. But it does force Miposhka to have to use his Echo Slam. But hey, that Echo, getting that, 500 gold bounty certainly helps him towards this quick timing of the Blink Dagger. So I don't think he'll be too fussed to have to be forced to get that kill.
This kill too on Chappie, right? Like, they'd already claimed the tower. Chappie wanted to go like an extra 2 waves or so, and he starts to be like...
That's a question mark.
It's just some little mistakes that definitely are adding up. Like here, look, the Venomancer is top. He TPs to the shrine. He wasn't there for the defense for that tower. He just...
This as well.
Straight
away. Still don't have the Black Hole for 20 seconds. Lil's going to walk into this one though with the Midnight Pulse down. More than enough damage and control to bring out this Night Stalker. Empire, they get something off the back of the smoke. Not necessarily the biggest.
Blink reveal. So now VP does know that that's Shaker. I think they might have known anyway because they actually have a base board already. Hit the tier 3. Fusel now for Ramses.
What's the plan? I think if you're Empire, you just wait upon that BKB on Ghostic before trying to force anything big again.
So sit behind the big tanky chorus with one of those big ultis with the Shaker or the Enigma or both. Hope for the aggression that VP dealing out to come out and just counter initiate.
No one, of course. Just trying to get that that Blink Dagger done. You know, any sort of chance to get in on top of Empire before that Shaker, Enigma, they're jumping upon you. I mean, if VP can catch out the Enigma at the start of the fight, it just changes everything. 5 out of 5.
That's why we do see, you know, Lil this time around, we do see sometimes people skip the Aghanims. This time he's rushing straight for that Aghanim because it's all about being able to see where the position of those teams, the Shaker and versus the... Having like Aghanims plus an Urn on Night Stalker versus a Shaker, it's amazing. Because you that extra cast range, you earn him from miles away. He can't initiate or counter-initiate in fights. It's absolutely the dream.
Fen finally finishing his Hurricane Pike.
Look at defensive wards coming out from Empire. They've got a... I don't think I've seen that one before. Near the Roche pit, near their Ancient, they have a very hidden one inside the trees.
Okay.
That's a cute little ward right there.
I mean, I guess at this stage, Roche is not necessarily the biggest of warriors in terms of VP taking it. They don't really have a great lineup for it.
It's not a Clinks Enchantress, not a down lineup. Okay, Omni, those.
Look at this smoke. It was done in a position there was no wards from VP, but there is a lot off the map. You know, this, and in fact, yeah, Ghosty reveals himself. Just like they try for a little bit of a bait, Solo to lead forward. And,
oh, God.
They'll block him off. Solo will be the sacrificial lamb.
That's...
Might maybe even be planned like there from VP. They're like, let's test the waters, Solo, go forward. So. You might get ganked, just make them pop their smoke.
Yeah, that looks alright. Chikiro gets level 10.
Yeah.
Gets the experience ton. But yeah, that's what it looked like. It looked like he just walked up and he was like, this looks a little bit iffy.
Because look, at the same time, you got Lil up top, you had no one down bottom, and there's any intention for VP to fight there. So Solo just sort of throwing himself out there for the good of the cause of the team.
Ramses has DD for this fight, but there is a BKB now finishing on.
DD is absolutely terrifying if he gets a good outbound. This strike comes through onto 3. They've got to get themselves out of it. Goes to get hit. Oh, he didn't put the black hole. Holds on to it, was thinking about it, but knows this is a fight you have to get out of. You do not want to man up against a DD Monkey King. Already they've lost Miposhka. We'll see if they can get anyone else. Van's actually being body blocked up by his own creeps here as he tries to retreat, get back towards the shrine. Will be shoved up by his team. And in fact, Lil could be in trouble now. Turning, FN gets the Vibe Strike down. Balance Strike again. Onto 3. Ramsey's going for Van's Core. Gets the kill. Ghostic does still have the black hole, but he's got no BKB. He will go for it, but there's the stun immediately from no one. And this is going to be a team fight. The VP, they'll walk all the way through to a tier 2, maybe more off the back of it. Very, very solid fight. Empire just couldn't get their teeth stuck in. That DD at the start allowing VP to immediately chunk Empire's lineup down to half. The Boundless Strikes doing all the work.
Also, that was the blink reveal by Dragon Knight, which was amazing. Like, he literally just blink stunned, and they were like, oh my god, that completely threw their entire plan off guard. The instant initiation, and like you said, that Boundless Strike comes in, hits 3 heroes, so Nigma's initiation gets completely, like, our counter gets thwarted. Yeah. Very well executed there by VP. Look at no one, man. This is Dragon Knight. He's top net worth. He's got Blink, Hood, Armlet, building the pipe next to deal with that Venomancer, Jakiro, and Earthshaker.
And once that pipe's there, it doesn't matter if the team gets Black Hole. You know, as long as he gets the pipe out beforehand, Empire haven't got the damage to fight through that during the Black Hole.
Their physical damage is pretty lackluster. It's literally just the Viper pretty much at this point. The Veno is not a right clicker. And these are fights that the Venomancer are dying every time. It's not like they're getting like big trade kills or anything, and Veno lives. Like the last time where he gets like 1-win team fight and he gets 5 levels. No, he's dying right in the beginning. So maybe if he's able to survive in some of the fights, then we'll see the... Okay, Vanskor actually gives him the tome.
Okay.
So to use the Venomancer's bonus.
I like this, you know, Pasha, he's starting to love the game now. 2-0-4 on this Omni Knight. Not dying at all. Midas has the Blink Dagger now. And this Omni Knight, Pasha, he's gonna be going up the charts. He could even get up to the top if he starts to get some of the kills in these fights.
Yeah.
This is a very farmed Omni Knight.
Leo's already like 4 of the way to the Aghanims too. That's gonna make it so hard. I mean, this is what happens like when you're playing with Night Stalker, you're just able to take the fight so much easier because of the vision advantage. Pretty absurd. But VP overall this game, I would say, are just really outmaneuvering Fire.
And I think we're seeing now as well, with all the ways that VP can sort of play around these blink initiations, they have to have the blink up on the Enigma. Just having that Shaker there ready to jump in, it's not enough, because most of the time, as we've seen, Miposhka now at this stage, he goes in instantly, you know, one sort of stun, and this Shaker does not survive. He's gone.
Yeah, they just throw the repel on somebody too, and then the Chappie, be in some trouble. The Gale hits 3.
They don't have a black ult. He does get that ult out. They're manning up for the repel. They are going to back away. Solo trying for the ultimate. Ghostic will claim the kill. Ramses TPing himself back to base. Should be fine. And the fountain regen, but good turn there from Empire indeed. Getting that ult out on the Venomancer was just enough to keep him up.
And he gets like a level and a half off of that, just from that one kill and getting those neutrals. But that was a beautiful Gale by Chat V. It actually hit all 3 heroes as they were jumping in. So absolutely perfect coming out from there.
500 gold.
Yes. Illusion.
One now hits that level 18 on Dragon Knight. That dragon used away to push out the lanes.
Maybe just for him.
Lil, Aghanim, about to be finished.
So close.
Time.
We're just seeing on Ramses.
BKB just got finished, so yeah, that massive magic damage lineup that Empire does have is getting negated quite heavily by the peak. And we have it. I mean, Solo's got an item this game. Solo's got drums. Oh, he's feeling good.
Not bad at all.
That's great. Having a drum is super important on like your team. Having just one of them can really just
scanning for enemies.
This Ramses.
Good.
I want to do something here. He's eyeing them up. The rest of the team is on its way. He will show. He's going with the Diffusal Blade. Backup's on its way for Empire. Ramses pops the BKB, tries to commit. Throws down another Diffusal Blade charge, closing in onto FN. It's not enough control though. FN able to walk it off. Empire now with backup. VP also bringing a few more numbers into the neighborhood.
That was 2 Diffusal charges committed there.
And the BKB charge down.
Yeah, I was like, if he's going to commit the Diffusal and BKB, I thought he'd just like be like, whatever, I'm throwing Wukong's command out, but FN holding his Hurricane Pike, that's the risk, right? You throw your Wukong's command, he just shoves you out of it, and you're like, okay, well, I just wasted my ulti.
There we go. One of the items we were waiting for, Ghostic's Blink Dagger, now complete.
So they can make something of it, but at the same time as Night Stalker
BKBs, these pipes, the Night Stalker Aghanims, it's certainly the game on hard mode in terms of Empire trying to achieve these dream team fights that they hope to with their lineup.
Yeah, and now if VP is able to keep the lane shoved in properly, they've got the medallion on Night Stalker, they've got the levels where their heroes are actually doing damage, they could go for the Roche setup. If they see people with the Night Stalker Aghanims, if they reward everything once they get gem, that's where they can actually just really start to snowball quite hard over the map.
Again, they're invading. They found themselves Jakiro. Vanscourt is gone. The rest of Empire having to back away. They cannot afford to try and take a fight 4 versus 5. They need everything that they can offer.
Yep. Gonna claim that last tier 2 tower, get gem, get full map control, and that's where we probably see that.
Coming in. The tier 2. We have freebie. Empire. Be thinking about fighting. 5 seconds and Jakiro's back in. Fought the tower. Look at the deny. Chappie starting to whittle away at no one. Put the invis room bottled up. Pop it. Keep some vision. But Poshka jumps forward. Fisher onto 2. They don't quite have vision of no one for now.
There,
jump in. Wukong's and Balance right there, but there's Ghosty comes in. Only gets the black hole onto 1. GA is out. Empire, they've already lost the Venomancer, so they're going to lose Ghosty because, well, there just wasn't any damage to come out during that ultimate. And now Empire just have to back off. And at this point of the game, it's just they have to get the perfect combo with this team fight. Otherwise, it's just not going to happen. VP, the way that their heroes are built up, are too tanky. There's all the magic resistance, all the answers to the spells.
They've got a Mach 2, so it can negate a lot of the damage. They have so many ways to deal with it. If the Omni Knight's not caught in the black hole, G8 comes down, there's no damage following.
And even when he is, at this stage,
it's starting to become a little bit too ridiculous.
This Dragon Knight's not done. No one. Armlet Pike.
That's like one of the big things we always talk about versus the Enigma. Can they stop the black hole? The black hole is like so crucial for the game, but that's a full duration black hole. They didn't really seem to give a crap at all because of how far ahead they're getting already.
What is the answer? I mean, what item can they build? I mean, maybe look at what's for FN to get some sort of, eventually a butterfly like he did last game, but he's a long way away from it. Where else is the damage?
They're just starting. They're just starting to get too far behind on us. Look, Venomancer Viper just dying so much in fights, just not able to win a fight, not able to win and survive. Like kill 2 big heroes and survive, get tons of levels and be able to came off of that. No, it's always VP leading the charge, making all the aggressive plays. Like one was Empire's last aggressive play they made. It was that mid push that got completely thwarted and that bottom black hole that missed. And that was very long time ago. It's just reading the map very well and playing super aggressive with their Night Stalker lineup.
Scary territory for
Radiant using echolocation.
Scan catches Empire. Pasha's gonna play defensively down bottom.
Yep. Fine.
Almost gets caught.
Yeah, even if they do get the initial stun, it's a pretty beefy Omni.
He is very tanky now.
Can certainly buy time for the rest of the team to come in if the commitment's too heavy. Himself.
Oh boy. And no one getting to be an absolute monster. 21 on Dragon Knight with a full Mjolnir stuff, so he deals so much damage in these.
I mean, yeah, especially with the lack of right-click damage that Empire have with that Mjolnir, the damage that's going to be kicking back is going to be way more than the damage that you're actually doing to the Dragon Knight.
Oh, they're going to go for Chappie here. Oh, the Venom Ward hits him though, can't blink. Yeah, the Mjolnir, that's actually a really good point. The Mjolnir, if he gets hit by, like, if he's getting hit by, like, Veno dots, and if he's getting hit by, like, Jakiro dots, and...
You just have to run away.
The Mjolnir procs are actually going to go absolutely crazy and kill people.
Yeah. BP ready to push up to the high ground. What's the answer? If Empire do have all the ultimates available, Force, they do manage to get no one nice and deep, and Pasha's there on the low ground. Throws at the repel. No one will be able to walk it out.
Midnight Pulse is still no joke. You know,
I mean, it's pretty much the best damage they have at this stage.
Tanky strength hero taking that 5% pure damage. Definitely add up.
Many ways to keep each other alive.
Who has the Aegis? Ramses does, right?
Interesting what the Ramses picks up this Yasha.
Gold remains.
Guess, I mean, what, looking for the Manta style, for the Manta dodges? Dodge out the Viper Strike and such? We'll see.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
It's not really an item you see picked up too often on the
Certainly
monkey kickstart.
is one of those games, even though Empire don't necessarily have the damage, they do have very good high ground hold. Easiest for VP to push up.
Yep.
They've got a lot of pushing power with the DK, but no reason for VP to risk too much at this stage. They've got a very, very strong lead, and it's going to be very hard for Empire to sort of swing this game back in their favor on their own account. Be down to VP sort of making a mistake when it's trying to break base.
It could happen. It can happen. Like the Enigma, Veno, and like Earthshaker, it's just like pushing into this is so obnoxious. They delay you for so long. If you get one step out of position, you can get massively comboed. So VP still definitely has to watch where they are, but I think they recognize that. You know, they tried to push and they're like, smart. Now just maximize efficiency, spread out all over the map. Ramses farm jungle, lanes. Lil just running around with Gem, getting as low as possible, dewarding as much. $10K gold lead for VP and the experience as well, going even further than that. Continue to go up with the way that they are in the map. And boost travel finished up the Omni Knights.
You know, not the Manta, SNY.
So, okay. That was what, Monet did this build, I think, at TI.
Okay.
He had this SNY build, so being able to catch up to the Viper and procs, Gongs can be catch.
Sure, yeah.
That's fine. I mean, it's a stat item as well. It's,
beefs you up a bit.
It's kind of just like an in-between all-around item.
Sure, I guess it's not as well you can finish now and look to try and close the game up as no one indeed jumps straight away off the Enigma. That's him gone. Down for 60, does have buyback, but it's questionable on how much that could change. Solo just walking straight up to the high ground. It will get fissured. A lot of confidence on him, and well, he may actually pay off his life here. The Glimmer Cape, I don't know if it's going to be enough to save him from that amount of damage. He's got Pash. JK, Omni Knights in the neighborhood.
And that was a Veno committed that hit. Only the DK.
And look how much damage it isn't doing.
Yep. Look at all the debuffs and buffs that he has on his bar. Look at this Dragon Knight. He has like 30 debuffs and buffs.
Here we go. Up to the high ground. Dragon on dragon action. And this could certainly be the beginning of the end here for Empire. Ramses
sets up the perimeter.
Fortification popped, but VP stand their ground. Tier 3 Planning to go. 10 seconds and Enigma's back. And again, VP, they're giving them respect. They'll take a tower, they'll back off, they've got shrines to take. Look at this, FN's trying to get involved with Miposhka, but BKB's there from Ramses. They can't get the connection. Solo.
Looks like he's
got a glimmer though. Oh, okay, Ghost Stick's here as well. They do not have detection. Oh, there they do.
There it is, dust. Yeah.
So with the Jukes though.
Face.
How are they gonna kill?
Yeah, when PK form is out though, VP just Solo dies. Sorry, Solo.
Look how much money this DK's got as well. A lot of gold. What's he got a ring of health for?
Yes.
What's he building? He's got.
I don't know.
Oh, I mean, just a casual ring of health at the moment.
Now he queues up in Aghanims.
What's he do? There we go.
There we go.
Here's the heart. Aghanims DK.
I was gonna be like, oh my god, the trolling is coming out.
Spoilers there. Maybe, you know, that's the new patch. Aghs DK. It's gonna be in the game. What would Aghs DK do? I don't know. I think he could do a lot with the Dragon. I think.
That'd be cool. Yeah, there's. I wonder where you.
Permanent Dragon.
Permanent Dragon.
That would, dude, I think that'd be too broken.
That'd be so good.
That would be so good.
That would be so good.
Permanent Dragon Form.
He's got a full heart now on this Dragon Knight. So Midnight Pulse is gonna chunk him down though.
Midnight Pulse, to tell you, that's doing the most damage at this stage of the game.
Yeah. Midnight Pulse is gonna hurt him, but they can now reset and re-engage over and over.
You need an Aghs on Ghost Stick. Aghs Refresher, get down what, 4 Midnight Pulses.
Yeah, that's
with a
how
double
you
Black Hole. That's how you win the game.
That's how you
win it at this stage. At the moment, of course, he's got the Octarine queued up. Wants to try and have that highest availability as possible. BKB usage and the Black Hole cooldown. Midas, use it. Monkarasi gets it out.
No one gotta get comboed up. The Midnight Pulse, look at how much damage it's doing.
The Midnight Pulse is going to work. 50% of his life gone, but the backup is there for him. He gets repelled, pops the Dragon Form. He is falling. GA's popped. They're trying to man up. They might actually get the DK kill. It's close. It's such a big one. He gets it. No one's gone, but now Ramsey turns up. Black Hole's in. The Wukong's Command, though, beating down on Ghost Stick through the use of it. The Duke of the Boundless strike. Ramsey slightly off the connection. They have lost to Empire. They need to get the rest of them out of there. Ghost Stick will TP away. Fans Core will be punished. It's still a 3-for-1 trade. VP coming out on top.
Yeah, Ramsey's got the Wukong off as the Black Hole comes out, so they can't even try to turn to fight him because he's got that plus 20 armor that it gives and don't have the damage to dish through that once the Viper goes down.
Without their ultimates, this is going to be very hard. Oh, Chappy.
Missing the Gale.
Yeah.
Forcing in.
Not that missing. Unlike to get this Boundless Strike, holds back. Ghost Stick FN's trying to chase this one down.
That was the Viper buyback, so they really want to get.
They're really going for these kills. Oh, and in fact, that Fissure, that's a pretty nice one. It may cost him his life, but it does set up for at least one kill. Solo, he Glimmer Capes, there's no detection on Empire. Miposhka did actually keep his life intact. Lil and Ramsey not beaten down despite that Fissure block that he went for.
Look at Solo, he's still chilling. He's glimmered up.
Does he get out of here at all? Yeah, they're not finding him. He's duking it. He's got to hold his breath at least.
And they ping the shit. And now I think they know that Empire just make the way into the pit. Dragon Knight's going to be respawning soon. Ramses will have ulti in about 10 seconds.
If they can get away with it, I mean, it's a big if.
The Wukong's command is going to be up just in time. Uh-oh.
Oh, dear. BP, they want to fight.
Empire, that's a half HP on the Viper. Get out of there.
That's a Viper without buyback. Look at the shrine. They can reset. What's the Black Hole timing looking like? 39 seconds. Echo Slam's up in 10.
They don't want to commit onto high ground there. They want to.
Roshan is very low.
Pasha's going to be respawning too as well.
Yeah, they get the Fissure though on the sidelines. In fact, they managed to catch out this Night Stalker straight away. Bam, that's Lil eliminated.
And that's
Empire.
a gem. So it should be pretty nice for them to at least have an advantage here.
That's quite the pick. They feel confident to get back in the pit. Solo's playing around with Ghost on the sidelines. Here's the Wukong's command, straight down onto 3. FN's out of there. Chappie's going to be one stuck in Node. Forces his way outside of the pit. The bash coming through onto no one. No one, in fact, taking a lot of damage. Miposhka jumps in with the Echo Slam control. They're going to be able to take down the Dragon Knight. So that's this. I need glasses for you.
Oh, the Black Hole though catches too.
There's the Dragon Knight catch we're talking about. And my goodness, Fog, I can't quite believe what we're seeing. Empire, they're pulling out the plays. I mean,
they're dying to the Dragon Knight.
I think they are dying to this. But the fact that they can get the kills like that at this stage, with how far behind they are and the lineup they have, that's blooming impressive.
The bash by the Roche. So
yeah, that set it up.
Couldn't get the BKB off at that.
Solo. No. no, be careful there, my friend. Pasha's brought back. VP are trying to fight. BKB up on F, and he's just man hit. He's going to take down the Dragon.
He was inside the Midnight Pulse again there, so he's taking big damage.
Goodness, Empire, how are they winning these fights?
Roche is at 400 life.
But VP should be able to claim this. All right, so they're pie back.
Pasha blinks it. Oh,
they got it.
The purification.
Stick. Forward. Come on to solo.
This has turned into an absolute rumble.
I mean, Empire, you've got to give them credit. They are trying their best with these fights.
Pasha just beating the crap out of Enigma.
I think Empire need to reset. They've got to get back. They haven't got their ultimates. They've got to back away. Got to play it cool. Fans court. Not going to make it.
Oh,
Empire, they've got to get out. They've got to get out.
Pings coming out from no one.
And they will. They will get out. And this is, well, 10 seconds, Veno's back. There's still no Dragon Knight. Without the Dragon Knight, that's a lot of the push of Virtus Pro gone.
Pasha's got that plus 100 damage talent. He's really just going in and making use of it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
You got it, as I say, this is some impressive holding from Empire considering the situation.
Yeah, I mean, the 15k deficit in both gold and experience. A little bit of, you know, some crazy plays coming up at VP, like one by one, kind of like running in just because they really don't want their boats to die, but Empire still definitely held their ground quite nice.
Definitely a little, sort of the frustration, which is understandable if you're VP, as you say. Trying to push into a lineup like this, you're going to feel a bit on edge. You're like, you want this game to be over. You know that you've got the lead, and then suddenly, bam, these fights happening where you can see no one. He's just trying to stand his ground, take the heroes down with him, but it's costing him his life. And he's a very high-value target. Every time he goes down, that is a lot going the way of Empire. And now, the ultimate's back online. Black Hole's there for Ghost Stick. Echo Slam, they've got the full combo.
Now DK hit level 25 now, so he's got the double Dragon Blood. They also, that was Aegis and Cheese, so he passes him the Cheese as well from Pasha to the Dragon Knight. So now he is extremely difficult, even more difficult than
Midnight Pulse though, as we're seeing.
Still Midnight Pulse.
Damage done by this Enigma's got to be pretty damn high this game. Thanks to that spell.
It's pretty hard to move out of the Midnight Pulse too, because he's getting like Veno Gale, Viper hit, so he's just kind of trapped in. He has to stand his ground and fight.
He's got the Octarine done.
He's got it finished. Okay, so they've got all their ults ready to be expended.
No buyback, of course, because of this, the Enigma. So they cannot afford to take a bad fight outside of the base. They've got to head back. They're making a line straight for it. Lil maybe going to see if he can catch someone outside. Would be a perfect opportunity for VP if they can do so. They're looking to jump forward, and in fact, they do get the stun, but forced up to the high ground. Empire avoiding what could have been an incredibly nasty situation there if they're forced to take the fight outside of the base. Now they will be able to hold from the high ground. Let's see how they go about this. Gale onto no one. Goes to jump forward with the Midnight Pulse again. Look at the duration that he's in it. No one getting brought down. Slowly but surely, that's half of his health gone. Of course, he will have the chance to regen back up with the heart. It'll only take him a few seconds to reset. But as we're seeing, that is without the ultimates. If he gets caught out of position, they can catch him in the ults and make sure that they get a good duration off with the Black Hole.
Did you see where the Cheese went?
Straight down someone's throat, I'd hope. Who ate it?
I don't know.
I don't know. Someone.
Did he sell? Did they
sell the Cheese?
I actually don't know what happened to it.
500 gold.
Did I look away for a second and it just disappeared?
I don't know.
Am I blind?
Did he panic? I don't think no one ate it there. I didn't see the hell shoot straight up. We'll very observant. Day one DreamLeague.
I see he passed it off to him and then I don't know whatever. That's my bad.
Alright, we'll go Tone on the way to Ramsey. He wants to try and get that 25 all solo. And that is a 3-1 here for Empire. Man down, man down. 60 seconds, no CM. Where's your aura now, VP? I like this, Ghost Stick. If he can get the refresher, this Enigma can definitely win the game for them.
I still think they even without it, they can. It's all about like the positioning in the fights, and if they'll just hold that high ground over and over again. The thing is that VP's lineup scales quite hard all the way into the later stages because they can still be replacing items. Monkey King is far from being maxed out. Pasha just picked up a full hex.
Yeah. It's a scary Omni. Having that blink hex opportunity. Despite the only done on FN. Flying next on the menu. Are we seeing on the Monkey King's 25 here? Ramsey's pretty much there.
Yeah, he's pretty much got it.
Pretty much there.
It does so. And now full BKB onto no one. Gets rid of the pipe. Yeah, still no Rax is claimed. They've got two exposed, but not even a range Rax being taken. Aegis is going to be getting reclaimed any moment now in about 10-15 seconds or so. But it looks like VP wants to smoke up anyway. That level 25 being picked up on the Monkey King. They've got the BKB finished on the Dragon Knight too. They're looking to close this one out. They're looking to take a big fight.
Are scanning for enemies.
Yeah, just gone. VP still wanting to make something happen.
So Viper does not have buyback just yet. Venomancer does. Viper's 600 gold.
Here we go, there's the jump. No one looking to commit straight away. Going in on the Venom with the boundless strike. He's gone. No chance for Chap to throw anything out. The question is if VP can catch more of Empire outside the base. The Silence comes out of 2. They managed to get the Hex down onto Ghostic. Ghostic able to blink away. Shaker's not going to be as lucky. He's down. Buybacks immediately along with the Venomancer. They've lost Jakiro. No buyback available for him for 50 seconds. The ult will be thrown out by Veno. EP will be able to endure it. Managed to keep themselves outside of the base. The question is if they can do anything more. 1 hero down on Empire, 2 buybacks used. Ghostic, be careful how he comes out like that. Ramsey's heading forward. Ghostic has to BKB there, worried about any sort of further lockdown.
That's a boundless strike without Jingu, since he's level 25.
That's
it's
terrifying
1,000 damage. Straight 1,000 damage through 12 armor.
Maybe keep BKB. 2 seconds. Allowing no one to get some time to confidently push in onto this bottom Rax. Jump forward from Rax. He's ready to go with the boundless onto 2. Wukong's is out. Empire have to get themselves out of there, and they will with the Hex. It's out. Onto Ghostic. Ghostic, they have to keep this Enigma alive, but they can't. He's down for 100 seconds. No buyback available.
Still cooldown from the earlier one for the Roche. 1 minute and a half.
Could certainly look to try and close this one out. With no Enigma, that's a massive part of the team fight that Empire absolutely require to have a chance at this stage. No one spots the BKB, landing up on the Rax. Lil jumping forward, going straight for the Jakiro attempt. Skull will be able to back up. FN does punish the CM. In fact, they're looking for more. They've got the Viper strike onto no one. Repel comes out from Pasha. Do they have the physical?
They've got GA if they need it, but no one does anything.
Still too damn tanky. Voicer comes in with the Echo Slam, gets Hex up immediately in return from Pasha. No one, and Ramsey's jumping forward. There's the GA. There's no chance of Empire turning back on this one. Chappie just gets slammed down by the boundless strike. That's 2 gone. FN trying to do something here, but the damage, is it there? Ramsey's with his BKB says it is not. Rax down in the middle of the lane. They're trying their best to hold. Can they get jump forward Maposhka? He's falling low, but with the armlet toggling, no one just turns back round. Boundless strike onto 2. The purification heals there. They'll force FN back, but the Mjolnir procs. It gets the kill onto Maposhka. They move forward for the mega creeps. There'll be an Enigma back in the game in 25 seconds, and he will have Black Hole, but the Megas are out. They'll just pull GG. They're not going to try it anymore. It's too much of a lead for VP to have, and too little resources in terms of the heroes and the items for Empire to do anything against that. So VP finally closed with a victory, but as I say, you got to hand it to Empire. They